Here's a travel valet that you can make in an afternoon. It's the perfect catch-all for your phone, your keys, and any other item that you might misplace in your hotel room. Best of all, it folds flat, so it doesn't take up a lot of space in your luggage. To get started, you'll need 2 pieces of fabric. These are 12.5-inch squares because that size is easy for me to cut using this 12.5-inch ruler. But you can make these any size you like. Next, you'll want to cut a 12-inch square of iron-on interfacing. Center your interfacing on the wrong side of one of your squares and then press following your manufacturer's directions. I like these rounded corners on my project, so I use these circle templates to trace around the corners, or you can just use a bowl or another rounded object. Put right sides together and then pin all the way around the edges. I sewed a 1/4-inch seam all the way around, leaving about a 4-inch opening for turning. Clip these corners and then turn inside out. After turning, I pressed around the edges. Now you can hand stitch this closed, or like to top stitch about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, making sure to catch that. After top stitching, you'll need to add these stitching lines. Now the distance from here to here determines how deep the walls will be on your travel valet. I have this 3-inch wide ruler that I like to use. Makes it easy to mark everything. I could mark those with a pencil, but I prefer to use tape. I like to use tape because I don't have to worry about erasing any lines later, and I can reuse this. So I'll take this over to my machine and stitch. After I finished sewing these vertical lines and these horizontal lines, I went in and sewed these 2 diagonals. If you don't have access to snaps, you can still make a little catch-all, but you won't be able to fold it flat like this. Decide which side you want on the inside and which side on the outside. I think I want this on the inside. Fold these corners like so, lining up my stitching, and I'll clip that in place. Take this over to the sewing machine and stitch. After you stitch all 4 corners, you'll end up with a little basket like this. You can fold this, but it's not as nice as the one that lies flat with the snaps. I made this little template here to mark where my snaps were going to go. I just put it down and then make the marks. You'll have to follow your manufacturer's direction when putting these snaps on, but for the most part, I've taken one of these with the prongs on. I pressed it through the fabric. If you have a hard time doing that, you can take a pencil eraser and sort of push down. Let's get a close-up. I hope you can see these teeth sticking up. And then I'll take one of these pieces, make sure I've got it on the right side, put that on top, and I have this tool. I just squeeze it and it's in place. I take one of these pieces with prongs, push it through the fabric. Once again, I can use this eraser to help get those teeth coming through. Take one of these pieces, put it on top. The directions for securing this is to take a spool of thread, line it up, and here's my snap. When all the snaps have been completed, go around, put them together, and you have the perfect spot for your keys, leftover change, or other miscellaneous items. I hope you decide to try one of these catch-alls. They make great gifts, and they're a fun way to use up scraps. And while you're at it, don't forget to make one for your travels. If you're interested in more quick gift ideas, check out the links below. Or you can go to learnhowtoquilt.com and click on the Small Projects tab. Thanks for visiting learnhowtoquilt.com. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos with your friends. Remember, if you're trying to find us on the internet, type in learnhowtoquilt.com. Don't forget the .com. Using the .com will get you right to our site.